everyone, welcome back to a new vlog and a new episode of my 30 before 30 bucket list. Today's episode, we are going to be going to the LA County Fair to win a prize, like a big carnival prize. So I've been going to the fair with family and friends since forever. We kind of go every year and we like to go and watch the pig races, go to the petting zoo, get some cow's milk, all that good stuff. But one thing that I've never done is actually play any of the carnival games. And nobody's ever won me a carnival prize either. So you know what? We're gonna do it ourselves. New Jules? But I'm well aware that a lot of those carny games are pretty rigged. I have been researching on TikTok to the point that all my TikTok algorithm is just weird carny games. So I think I have a select few that we're gonna try to play at the fair that I have a pretty good chance of winning. But in order to really increase my chances, we're gonna recreate those games right now and practice them. So the first game we're gonna play is your classic toss a ball into a plastic bin. I don't know if these games have names or not, but it looks pretty self-explanatory, so I went and I bought myself one of those big plastic bins and a softball. Now, one thing I'm concerned about with this game is, of all the TikToks that I've seen, they've used different balls. They've used softballs, wiffle balls, weird little sandbaggy balls, but it looks like the trick to getting this one to work is some sort of spin. I don't know if it's back spin, front spin, tail spin, who knows what, so we're gonna try this. All right, tub is set up. I got my softball. Let's give it a go. All right, that was a practice round. Okay. I don't know what happened on that one. So now, obviously, the conditions aren't gonna be exactly the same. They probably use a much bouncier ball, maybe a shallower tub, because otherwise this would seem pretty easy. But what we're gonna practice are different types of spins. So what I'm seeing is that if I get it as close to the lip as possible and let it spin in with some backspin, then it'll like stay spinning inside the tub. This feels like Mythbusters. I wish I had a chart to explain the physics of it, but you guys get it. I'm still counting that one. All right, so the next game we're gonna practice is the bottle up game. Now, I saw this on TikTok and a lot of people said that this has the highest payout in terms of a big prize, but that it's also pretty easy to win if you know the strategy. And I guess the strategy is, I don't know, you lean forward or something. So I went to the Home Depot and I got myself a stick, a ring, and I'm gonna be using some of the fishing line that I used in my Star Wars video. If you haven't checked that out, I watched Star Wars for the first time and I had some controversial opinions about it. So go fight me in the comments or something. So I'm gonna just tie the fishing wire to the ring. I don't know how long it's supposed to be, but I don't know, that feels good-ish? Who knows? That's the thing with practicing these is that there's gonna be variables. I'm aware that we're not completely recreating the fair experience, but I feel like if we can get a little bit of practice in, we'll at least be a little bit prepared of what we can expect and hopefully come home with a big ass prize. Hot glue down the string so that we don't get all slidey. All right, here's my little makeshift fishing guy, and then they use like Corona bottles, but I don't drink beer, so I got a Jarritos in piña flavor, and it was delightful. So we're gonna try to play the bottle up game with this. So according to the TikTok video, you gotta get it almost lifted and then shift your body weight forward to lift it. And lean forward. Dang it. Don't fall. Don't do it. Don't do it. Lean forward. Something like that. Oh my gosh, this is sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. There we go. We're getting it, we're getting it. All right. So obviously the conditions are gonna be different at the actual fair. I'm pretty sure they'll probably angle it so the bottle falls off even more. But I'm getting the hang of it. I got the gist of it down, so I'm gonna keep practicing and we're gonna win ourselves a big prize. So let's go to the fair and cross this off our bucket list. We made it!
How about you guys want to join in? Join in.
This is my new buddy. Say hello, little buddy. Say hello. No, not her dip. Not my dip. Not her dip. Hey, it's rented. Hey, it's rented.
This is just cream. You just gotta mix it, okay? Super.
So every time our family comes to the fair, we always stop for fresh milk at the Moo Market. Where's my mom? Cheers. Clink, clink. Let's go look at cows. Thank you. So this is super random, but one of our favorite places to go to at the fair is the home art section. I'm gonna show it to you. They have a table setting competition and it's hilarious to look at. Let me show you. So here are all the table settings and you basically just set a table and create your own menu here, and the menu has to line up with the silverware that you're using, how many plates that you're using, and it has to look pretty with a theme. So this one did pretty well. Let's read it. Ooh, this one got first place, 97 points. And it says, very impressed with the fish fork. And look, they even have little monument salt and pepper shakers. But they still got some things wrong. The silverware was not placed right. The flowers were blocking the view, and the frame photos were not centered. So still room for improvement. Okay, so here's like a table setting that didn't get a good score. This one is Real Housewife theme. And you come in, you check, and it'll tell you that like the tablecloth wasn't even on all the sides. The book should be lined up, and it just grades everything that you see. Here's another cute pink one. Here's a cute Winnie the Pooh themed one, but they lost points because the tablecloth is touching the floor. Can't have that. This one's a cute speakeasy theme. What are we eating for tonight? This one looks very nice, but it got dinged because that tassel is hanging below the tablecloths. I'm telling you guys, there are rules. And here's our third place winner. It is Beauty and the Beast theme, but their silverware is backwards and they have too much glassware. Could have done well, but it did place. And you even get extra points if you decorate the legs, or the jegs in this case. So just a fun little thing we like to come and see at the fair every year. So if you don't see this at the fair, go to one of the buildings and check it out, because they're kind of fun to review yourself. So I am a terrible, terrible vlogger. I brought my entire audio equipment, so I got new microphones for my camera, and I brought the wrong receiver. So I'm carrying around all these microphones to like wirelessly record myself, and it doesn't work. So I'm
went with my camera audio, which is fine because that's what I did for my Renaissance Fair video. And then my camera started to die, and I said, don't worry, Mom, I brought an external battery and the cord to recharge my camera. It was not the right cord. So I'm done filming on my camera, I guess. We're going old school and filming on my phone. So I don't know, as long as I'm still recording and you can hear me and see me, right? So that's a bit of a bummer. So before we go and finally win my giant fair prize, it's time for lunch. So let's see what they have. All right, we have burgers and bacon wrapped hot dogs. That sounds good. Ribs, turkey, and pulled pork. Although my mom said last time she got this, all of the chicken was raw. So we are going to avoid any chicken. We have Hawaiian food. This one's always a classic. I'll probably go here because they have the deep fried Oreos and Twinkies here. And maybe some pickles. I love me some fried pickles. We got kettle corn and slushies and funnel cakes and churros. And these are fun. It's a Fruity Pebbles shrimp pineapple bowl and tacos and kebabs and chicken sandwiches. Those look pretty fun. All right, Mom got some garlic fries. I got some fried pickle spears. And for dessert, a fried Twinkie. I almost said frozen Twinkie. And a Coke.
Okay, so we got our fun pass. I got $50 worth of tickets. I think my best chance is with the bottle up game, but we're gonna try a basketball game, and I didn't see one of the throw the balls in the tub one yet, but let's go win ourselves a prize.
Okay, so we're starting with the bottle up game because it has the biggest prizes, and this Carnival employee is going to show us how it's done. So just like we practiced, we're going to get it mostly up and then lean forward to stand it all the way up. So nice job.
Hey guys, you guys ready to play the bottle up? Come over, guys.
Okay, so it's a little bit more angled and obviously a different ring, but same idea. Just gotta loop it and then push back with now.
Go again. Yes. Shoot. One more. Then I'll come back around if I can't get it. All right, I'm not having fun. I kind of want to cry because I failed epically and I only have 18 tickets left, which means I'm about $40 down. Not good.
Closer.
You guys, I want to cry. I don't know why I'm not getting these games. I mean, I practiced them not well and not a lot, but these are so much harder than I thought. And I blew through my first 40 tickets, which was $50. So I'm $50 down. We're going back. We're getting another $50 worth of a stupid fucking fun card because I need to win a prize. And my mom's like, all right, you had fun, right? And I'm like, Mom, no, the bucket list item is to win a fair prize. And for me, I'm going for the big boys. And maybe that's to my fault because I see the biggest prizes and that to me is the most picture worthy. So I'm like, all right, let's play the hard games. We're gonna win a big prize. And then $50 later, after like 10 minutes, I'm not winning anything. And I'm getting really frustrated. I'm very competitive, you guys, and I need to win. So, I don't know, maybe I'll try some easier games. I don't really know. I'm getting mad though. because I spent $100 on a stupid, tiny prize of a blue fucking duck. I am pissed off. I cried a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I actually was in the process of throwing it in the trash in anger, and my mom said, no, stop it. You guys should know I'm extremely competitive. I'm not having fun if I'm not doing well. And I wasn't expecting me to not do this poorly at the Carnival Games. I think I just got a little cocky practicing. I think I saw so many other people walking around with their stuffed animals that I'm like, oh, how hard could it be? In hindsight, I should have done the smaller prize games and stacked up my wins, because you can keep playing and like, okay, you're at a medium prize. Do you want to keep going for a higher prize? Because I started off with the bottle game and there was only one prize available, and that's the big prize. And the fact that nobody was winning it should have told me that it was gonna be a lot harder than I thought. So I had a little meltdown, I cried, took some time to myself, went for a nice little walk, and I'm not feeling better. I lost $100, you guys, I'm pissed. But lesson learned that if you're gonna come to the fair, gonna come play Carnival Games, do it for fun. Bring a date, bring family, have a good time. Don't get so hyperly competitive about winning a prize that you end up ruining the whole day for you and your mom. Okay, goodbye fair. Thank you for the most expensive thing that I now own. Bye!
Well, this little blue duck is now one of the most expensive things I own. This little guy here cost me $100, my sanity, and a fun day at the fair. No, my mom and I, we had a good time, but my meltdown was a good little lesson because, fun fact, if you guys watch this bucket list series and if you saw my golfing video, I actually filmed that golfing video the day after I went to the fair and won this little guy. And because I had my little meltdown because I was getting so upset with how competitive I was, my mom had to have a little talk with me and be like, listen, you're going golfing with your cousin tomorrow, like, you can't freak out if you're not very good at it. Like, you have to have fun. And so I really had to reflect and be like, that's what this bucket list is for. It's for fun. I don't need to be immediately good at everything in order to have all of these life experiences. And if I'm gonna take my cousin golfing, I can't get mad if I'm suck at all my putting. I ended up being like, okay, but I did have a good time with that, and that's why I was in a bit of a cheerier mood and didn't really care that I was losing. It's because I got pissed off trying to win this guy. So I had a great time at the fair. I would still obviously recommend going to the fair. I love to go every year, but my biggest advice would be try one of those games where you can build up to a bigger prize. I saw, my eyes just got so big with seeing the stupid bottle up game, which was so much freaking harder than what I practiced at my apartment, which I knew, but like, it was really hard. Don't do the games where you get the biggest prize just from winning once. That, you're probably not gonna win unless you get really lucky or if you practice more than I did. Go to the ones where you can slowly, you can get a smaller prize and then keep playing and work your way up to the medium prize and the larger prize. That way you're spending your tickets knowing you already have a guaranteed prize and you don't run out of tickets and can only afford the small prize. So this was an interesting one. I don't know, again, they're not all gonna be winners, but I still had a fun time, and I'm sorry for my mom for almost crying and throwing this guy in the trash can. Thanks for stopping me mid-toss into the garbage, because now he's gonna sit in my living room cabinet and remind me about this bucket list and how much I spent on him. You guys know the drill. Like and subscribe. Check out my Instagram for the remaining bucket list items. I'm still behind on editing, so gotta get those out, but there are more coming and we are gonna get this done by July 23rd. But I'm gonna go film a main channel video, so make sure to follow me there as well. But I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles! Quack, quack.